You're not stupid. Your memory is not weak. Your learning method is simply stuck on a factory setting from the 19th century, and your brain is tricking you. Your failure in school, your forgetting what you read, your inability to learn a new language, or your failure to gain the skill that would get you that promotion, none of these are due to a lack of capacity. They are all the result of the passive learning trap your brain plays on you to stay in energy-saving mode. Most people think of their memory as a library or a hard drive. They take the information, put it on the shelf, and think they can retrieve it when needed. But this is a neurological lie. Your brain is not a storage unit. It is a survival machine. Throughout millions of years of evolution, the brain had only one purpose: to keep you alive. Holding on to unnecessary information is a waste of energy for the brain, and the brain ruthlessly deletes everything it deems unnecessary for survival. Psychologists call this neuroplasticity and synaptic pruning. And once you understand this, you will see that gaining a new skill doesn't take months, but with the right triggers can take weeks. But here's where it gets more interesting. Most people think they're studying by reading the lesson over and over, watching videos, or underlining the book with colorful pens. And this is the biggest lie told to you throughout your education life. Here is the bitter truth. Reading, watching, or underlining is not learning. It is merely recognizing. Putting information into your brain is easy. The real issue is retrieving it. When you read a text, your brain says, "I know this," and releases dopamine. This is the illusion of competence. You are fooling yourself. You think you understand it in that moment, but the next day that information evaporates. Why? Because your brain didn't suffer to get that information. But here is the part no one wants to admit. Learning is a biologically painful process. If you're not struggling while working, if you're not confused, and if you don't feel a slight headache, you're actually learning nothing. The brain only forces itself to create new connections when it is challenged. That is, existing neural pathways are insufficient. Just as you can't build muscle in the gym without tearing it, you can't improve your brain without stepping out of your mental comfort zone. Your brain always chooses the easy path to save energy. It prefers passively watching a video over actively solving a problem. Every time you choose that easy path, you're actually choosing to stay stagnant. Worse still, you're turning your brain into a trash can with a modern disease called multitasking. Trying to learn something while listening to music, checking your phone, and doing something else is an action that temporarily lowers your IQ and resets your learning capacity. Here is the bitter truth. Your attention span has become shorter even than a goldfish because you have fried your dopamine receptors. You cannot go deep. Diving deep into a subject requires the willingness to be bored. But the first second you get bored, your hand reaches for the phone. Your brain is programmed to escape the moment it faces difficulty, and you are spoiling it by giving it what it wants. Focus is not a talent, it's a muscle, and yours is atrophied. It is wasted away. If this worries you, great. Fear is the best fuel for change. You can stop wasting time now. The secret to fast learning is not working harder, but leaving the brain starved for information. If you want to break this cycle, put the active recall method at the center of your life. After reading something, close the book, lean back, and ask yourself, what did I just read? In that moment, your brain will struggle. It will fall into a void, and maybe it won't remember. That pain of not remembering is the moment learning actually happens. In that moment, the brain struggles to connect those neurons together. And most importantly, use the Feynman technique. If you think you have learned a subject, try to explain it to someone who knows nothing about it, or to a 5-year-old, or explain it to an imaginary person, simplifying it as much as possible. If you stumble while explaining, if you say, well, you don't know that subject. The place you stumble is the gap in your knowledge. Go back to that gap. Learning is not consuming information, it's reconstructing it. Intelligent people are not those who know everything, but those who identify what they don't know the fastest and fill that gap. Do not wait for perfect conditions. Do not wait for a quiet room. Just force your brain. Remember, that feeling of confusion and struggle during the learning process is not the sound of you being stupid. It's the sound of your brain leveling up. Love this pain, because the only thing that will separate you from the others is how much you can endure that pain.